All right, Dhafir, you're a Philly fighter, and Philly's known as probably the toughest fight city in the world, right? You've had great world champions, but you've also had like great B-side fighters, guys that, you know, fought the best and all 2 weeks notice, 3 weeks notice, and, you know, just gave tough fights and even upset the best. You're one of them. As far as Philly goes, what makes a Philly fighter so tough?
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. I guess it's the breed. It's the breed in us. How we come up from the old days, the amount of days back in the day, fighters. Our skin just built different. We just want that work, and we can fight. It's just all about every top fighter in Philly getting that chance to be with people that's gonna move in the right way. That's all it's about.
It's been looked at as they put Philly fighters against other Philly fighters, and it kind of like wears them out, but also like breaks them down. Like they would have had good careers, but you know, you going in so many Philly wars, or whether it's in the gym or down at the Blue Horizon 2300, that it ruins fighters. Is that something that's wrong with Philadelphia boxing culture?
Yeah, that's something wrong with Philadelphia boxing culture. It's all about these promoters be trying to pit Philly fighters in with each other because they know they're going to get a great fight. That's just like when me and Greg Hackett fought. I didn't want to fight him. He wanted to fight me. You know what I mean? Nobody didn't want to fight me. So he took the chance. I always had love for Greg Hackett, but it's just a Philly thing. All Philly fighters always fighting Philly fighters. It's been like that since the 80s. So it's just how it is. I mean,
let's talk about that fight. That was a comeback fight for you, trying to get your feet back wet. What was the situation? How did that fight even materialize?
My manager called me and said they said Greg Hackett would fight you on the card. I said, I really don't want to fight him. I can't get up for him. He always showed me respect. I always showed him respect. So he said no, he wanted to fight. So I said, all right, well, let's do it. You know what I mean? But I really can't get up for him. I can't get up for fighting other Philly fighters that showed me love out here. So I just really can't get up for that.
How many Philly fighters have you faced?
3. 2-1 against them. 2-1.
Who's the one that you fell short against?
Anthony Caputo Smith. He beat me for my Pennsylvania state title. He was 13-1 at the time.
When getting there with another Philly fighter, what are some of the things that they possess?
They possess smartness, aggressiveness, power. I mean, it's all around savvy. I mean, all around great fighter. We got a lot of great champions here in Philly and a lot of great fighters here in Philly.
Now, what would you say is harder, the fights or the sparring?
Both. I can tell you that I probably had 150-something fights all together. 61 pro fights, 50-something amateur fights, and over 50 training camps. Because the training camps I went in, if you don't bring the work that they want, you're getting kicked out. Simple as that. If you don't bring the tough sparring that they want for their fighters to get them prepared for their fights, you're going home. And I've seen it done before.
Now, for everybody that doesn't know, what are some of the camps that you've been in?
Oh man,
you had to write down. You had to pull out a list.
I'm serious, man. Arthur Abraham, Andre Ward, Marcus Brown, Joe Smith, Triple G, Gene Pascal, Sakio Bika, Bernard Hopkins, Malik Scott, Caleb Truax, Eddie Chambers, Bert Cooper, Artur Beterbiev, and more than one time. Probably like 6 or 8 times, and that's I got more.
All right, so let's play a game. You've been in there with some guys that's either Hall of Famers, going to be Hall of Famers, world champions. Who's the strongest puncher that you've ever been in?
Artur Beterbiev, hands down.
Hey, you said that fast. You've been in there with some bangers.
Artur Beterbiev, hands down. He was 6-0 with 6 knockouts. He's 19-0 with 19 knockouts right now, and he punches hard. That was one of the camps I wanted to be done with. Because I was the only sparring partner out there, and he was knocking out everybody. I said they had to give me a bonus after that was done, and they did. That boy can punch.
Now, shit,
punchers.
That's saying a lot. Now, I know he's a 175-pounder, but a lot of guys said Triple G had power that can go up to 75. So, what is it about Artur Beterbiev's power? Like, is it thudding? Is it sharp? Like what?
It's everything. And people just think he can just punch. This guy can box, and he uses his feet very well, and he got a hell of a jab. He's going to retire undefeated, but all knockouts.
So you feel like that fight with Dimitri Bivol, he's going to get him out of there?
It's stop people. It's got to be both.
Okay. Is the power the same to the body as to the head? Because you know some guys are good body punchers.
Yeah. It's everything. I think it's everything. That guy does everything. Body, head, whatever. He's an all-around great fighter.